In this video, we transform a dumb charge into a smart charge for lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries are excellent for powering devices. They are rechargeable, can be used many times, but they have a problem. They can't be overcharged, or they may get damaged, or even
catch fire.
Hello, I'm Hitner, and today we're going to use this little TP4056 board to charge 18650 lithium-ion batteries. I'm learning electronics and have two challenges: learning electronics to share with you and speak English, as you might have noticed. If you haven't understanding me, please turn on subtitles in your language. This TP4056 board can protect against overcharging, overcharging, and control the current. It handles up to 1 ampere of current and can connect to a phone charger with EasyTP4056 connector. Of course, you can solder a different charge to its input as long as it supplies 5 volts. A phone charger is the simplest and the easy way to do this. I bought a Chinese LED flashlight that uses lithium-ion batteries. Here's the box. It has an orange traffic cone inside. There's the flashlight, a car charger, and the battery charger. The problem is the charger is very basic and it has no protection. Lucidity is not recommended. The included battery is also of poor quality, so I haven't been using the flashlight. I will modify the charger to make it safer. I may also replace the batteries to use the flashlight. First, let's open the charger to make space to the TP4056 board. I use a small screwdriver to pry it open. Open it carefully to avoid breaking the clips, Hitner. This project can be adapted for other battery holders you can buy online or in electronic store. I'm using this one because this is what I have available. The charger is kit simple inside. It just has a board with 2 battery contacts and a connector for an external charger. Insert the battery this way, being careful to not reverse the polarity. Since the board is small, there are many places it can fit. There are tabs on the side of the board that need to be trimmed to fit inside the charger. The board has 2 LEDs to show the charging status, so we need to make them visible. If this video is tickling your fancy, or even just middling amusing, why not smash that subscribe button and toss a like my way? We could add extra LEDs or cut window in the plastic case, but let's try to keep modifications to a minimum. If we place in this way, the LEDs will be visible at the battery corner. The metal corner can act as reflect for the light. There is a small plastic pump here that's in the way, so I'll trim it off. There, that's better. Now let's secure the board in place. We need to cut a hole for the mini USB connector. First, mark the cut line with a pen. Let's try cutting with this metal saw. That didn't work. Let's use a good old wire cutter carefully to avoid breaking the case, Hitner. Perfect. That's good enough. Now, let's apply some hot glue to secure the board. I'm making the positive and negative terminals here. I don't have a soldering stand, so I'm using clips to hold the wires. Tin the wires end with some solder. I'm still learning to solder, so be with me. Apply a bit of solder flux paste to the wires and melt the solder in place. With the wires ready, place the board with the battery holders in position. With the boards in place, start soldering the wires. First, add some solder to the board's terminals. It has 4 terminals. I use it to do inners for the battery. I exist one and only now decide to learn electronic. Always struggled with soldering. Part of my charge is make solid solder joints enough burning the board. Just a dab of solder on each terminal. I will post a video showing my soldering practice. I dismantle some old boards. The solder is a way to learn soldering. After tuning the terminal, solder the wire to the charge negative terminal. I still strong with solder, and shaky hands don't help. Applied more flux and try again, and again. Well, I switch to positive terminal and come back the negative later. Positive connector looks solid. Wow, great! Melt the solder on the wires and the terminal. Avoid overheating the board. Add more solder to make it firm. Now, back to the negative wire. Apply flux and heat with the iron. Success on the first try! Hey, great! Solder the wire to the negative terminal and some flux. I'm using an amp nail polish bowl to apply flux. Works well. I hope my wife don't notice. I use a camper fan to blow fumes away. Need a proper fume extractor. Reinforcing the terminal solder. The wires come loose. Oh. We sounded the negative terminal, now the positive wire. The wire too long. Twisting it to fit. Final solder done. Let's test the charger. Plug in USB cable. It's on. Fantastic. Insert battery. Blue light off. Red light on. It's visible here. May be hard to see on camera. Unplug the cable. Remove the battery. Now close the charger case. There you go, a small lithium-ion battery charger. For more electronic tips or all from my English, watch the video on screen now.